We had returns, we had Hall of Famers, we had title unifications, we had 3 megastars brawling at either end of the show, and we had a fat walrus guy getting stripped to his undies. It wasn't
Paul Heyman.
No, it was the other walrus. The walrus for the tusks. I think that describes Howard Finkel quite well. I look at Heyman and he looks like he has tusks, but Finkel
he's a human being.
Yeah, but he looks like he had tusks. Well, Finkel looks like he never had tusks. Come on, man. 2 fat bastards. Let's call a spade a spade. But it's your top 5 moments. August 26th, 2002. Monday Night Raw. And you know what? We gave this a 6.5 out of 10, but there was a fair share of moments to miss it that were alright. Were we harsh?
No, I thought it was a show. Nah, it was half good, half bad.
I'll put it this way. I think when Undertaker Triple H comes in at number 5, the show was alright.
Yeah, it was. I'm not saying it sucked. It just wasn't great.
Yo, 2 weeks in a row, you've had The Rock against Triple H and Triple H against Taker.
Can't complain about that.
Stop me when I'm telling lies.
That's 2 WrestleMania work. That's 2 back-to-back years WrestleMania worthy main event in any era.
Aye.
In fucking any era.
And plus you're getting like Brock and Michaels interference. Either side it. Honestly though, the match, it was good. You know, Brock interferes, hits Taker in the face. Arm over. 1, 2, 3. New number 1 contender. Served the purpose.
Time to play the game. Dun-dun-out.
Let's move to the other side of Death Valley. The devil's favourite demon. Kane returned. He battered the un-Americans. He saved the American flag. And I much prefer unmasked Kane now. I think at this point, this was still a good return, but
it's number 4, by the way.
It is number 4, but I'm digging Kane coming out in metal chains, not Kane doing spinneroonies, man.
Aye, I think once Kane got to this point, I mean, there was only one step to go, and it's taking the mask off.
It is, and we're looking forward to it, but, you know, looked in good shape here, 1,000,000 miles an hour, man. This is how a big guy should move, not the great cash register Khali. Dun, 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 dun,
I get it, Khali's big and he's imposing and he looks like a physical specimen, but Khali just never had the mobility or the believability or the intensity to be a top guy. I understand why they put the belt on him, but when you look at Kane, he's a big jacked up guy that can fucking move, and when he hits moves, it's powerful. See when Khali hit moves, man, it was shite. The only move Khali could hit with any sort of velocity was the double-handed chokeslam. But even then, I felt like he needed to do it on an opponent that could actually sell it for him.
Yeah.
I don't know why this has turned into burying the great Khali, because you brought him up for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But I like Kane.
I mean, no reason. I'm saying this a big guy should be, not cash register Cooper. Khali.
I think Kane would get a lot more credit if his kayfabe brother wasn't the Undertaker.
Yeah, it's hard to live up to, you know, other people. That expectation of the dead man, he was dealt a pretty shite hand. But, you know, you could also argue, well, not argue, Taker helped Kane. You know what I mean? It's not like, without Taker, would Kane be as big as what he is? I think he could have been, but the debut itself writes itself.
Would Kane not have been a bigger deal without Taker, though? Could you not argue that without Taker being that whole, like, that darkness character, that Kane takes the top mantle as the top big guy in WWE?
Very true, but I mean...
He was always going to be second to Taker.
But Taker put Kane on the map. You know, I understand the point of Kane.
And you could argue that's why Kane's run, in my opinion, is arguably his unmasked run when Taker's on SmackDown, because Kane has time to shine on a different show.
True to a degree, but at the same time, if Kane unmasked right now and had that run, I think it would be kind of irrelevant if Taker was on it or not. Because if you think of it, Taker's in an American Badass stage right now. When Kane does the chain gimmick and, you know, the unmasking and killing people, setting JR on fire, Taker's not mysterious or whatever. He's just American Badass. So for me,
but he's not there.
Yeah, but he's still on SmackDown.
But wouldn't Undertaker be like, yo, what happened to you, brother? I thought you were burnt.
I mean, I guess. Well, you know what? I actually think Kane and Taker having a feud as Kane is the demon and Taker is the rational one, being, well, like the normal one, could have been interesting. We kind of got a glimpse of it in Survivor Series 2003 when he buried him in the McMahon match, but that's all we got. Looking forward to reviewing that pay-per-view, because I'd say that's a great one. But anyway, talking of 2003, 2002, moment number 3 is Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, Hardcore, IC title, unification match. These guys used a ladder like they were changing a light bulb, so many ladder spots. Tommy Dreamer getting caught in it, you know, the splits, and he's just rocking back and forth. I think Tommy Dreamer put it all on the line in this match. He deserved a good greeting session after it, didn't he?
Aye, Tommy Dreamer going for the belt, put it all on the line, didn't win it though.
No,
That's his belt gone, unification match. No more unification. Hardcore title is gone. Hardcore matches are gone. Apparently this is the last hardcore match we're getting on Monday Night Raw. I don't believe that for a second, but that's what we were told.
That's what we were told. And it's sad for Dreamer because, you know, he put his, like we said, he put blood, sweat and tears into this. Probably his best match that he's worked since in WWE, I'd probably say. Can't really think of another one that sticks out. And yet, he loses out to second place to Lillian Garcia and Hard Finkel in a tuxedo match. Tommy Dreamer, I think he's been hard done by then, I think so.
Tommy Dreamer, the innovator of hardcore.
Who would have thought Hard Finkel would have worked a better match than Tommy Dreamer?
Well, he didn't really, did he?
No, but it was the better moment, and we've got Lillian Garcia against Hard Finkel, tuxedo, evening gown, whatever match. Winner receives the commentator and announcing rights for Monday Night Raw. And I think Hard Finkel's actually been the unsung hero of Raw in recent weeks.
He's done a good job. He's been a main event player.
Him and Bischoff have single-handedly buried the women's division, and I'm all for it.
I like it, Michael.
I like it, Meryl. You're on your back like a good blonde, Meryl. But Lillian Garcia receives the help of Stacy Keibler and Trish Stratus. And yeah, I tell you what, seeing Hard Finkel in his, I was going to say bright red underpants, it was more like the
chocolate brown red.
It was like the shittest colour of red I've ever seen. And it just summed up Hard Finkel.
Skid mark Finkel.
And King obviously raging about the fact Lillian Garcia didn't get her clothes ripped off. But as you said, imagine if Hard Finkel ripped off Lillian Garcia's clothes off. Wouldn't have been a good look for the company.
No.
It wouldn't have been. And that
well, I don't think having Howard Finkel fucking half naked was a good look either, to be honest.
No, it wasn't.
So, I mean...
Yeah, but could you imagine if it was three men stripping a woman?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think I mentioned this in the review.
1-on-1, I mean, it's not good, like, but 3-on-1, that's beginning to...
I think this segment, I think, would be cut for the network. I don't think we'd be witnessing it.
No, but...
No, I genuinely mean that.
Maybe this doesn't change it for some people, but imagine, like, 3 Hard Finkles, like, creepy bastards doing it, rather than, like I know Nowinski's creepy, but like a young guy, I don't know, it would come across as weirder to me.
Well, if
like fat out of shape.
I know, but if Nowinski done it, they could argue, well, look, that's the kind of guys you get on college campuses. Oh. Either way, I don't think it'd be a good look.
Imagine Finkel and that guy that Nydia exposed herself to, back the old guy. Those two.
Big Dick Johnson.
Fucking weirdos. Anyway, moment number 1, we've got the opening segment, we've got Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman. But I think the moment that stood out to me here, I love Triple H coming out to Shawn Michaels' music. Great heel work. Doing the Shawn Michaels pose. We all thought it was Michaels, part for JR and King who clipped on about here. Michaels got crippled last night. It won't be him. And then Taker came out as well to batter both of them. Brilliant.
Michaels is about 3 foot under at this point, so I don't think he was going to come out on Raw tonight.
No, like the shot that Triple H hit Michaels with a sled, one of the realest shots you'll ever see. There was no like he's holding the head of the sledgehammer. He fucking cracked it right into him.
Yeah, there was no fakeness going with that. They went all out.
Yeah, and Michaels is back. Absolutely disintegrated. And when will we see him? Survivor Series time. But that is your moment. Undertaker beats these two up. Triple H flees. Brock Lesnar. I personally would have liked to see a triple threat between these three. I think it would have been epic.
But it never happened.
It never did happen, guys. But that is it for your top 5.
I doubt it's going to happen now either.
No, Triple H can't work. Taker's done. And Brock. How great would it be, though? That's a Saudi show. That should have happened. Come on, man. But that's us done, guys, for 26th of August 2002 for Monday Night Raw. We'll be back very soon with the 29th of August for SmackDown. Brock Lesnar is now solely on SmackDown, and he's been getting pushed like to the moon in recent weeks, and I feel like it's going to go even more this week. But until then, peace.